And we're back with some more oxygen not included on Minibase. And, well, okay, we've got our rockets back. We've done some exploration out to the stars, but I think we should probably cover a couple of things. Questions that always come up. You can't actually build out here on the edge of space. These areas where the red lines are, yeah, that's not possible. There's a few suggestions that I should build stuff out here, but if you see, I can build pipes here, but I can't build them out there. Once you get outside that area, no building. You also can't get down these sides here. There's nothing you can do. The rocket, you can't use the rocket to scrape away the neutronium edge. There's mods that allow you to do that, but if anything blocks the rocket's path, it just won't launch, so you can't scrape away the edges of the neutronium. This is what you get. This whole area is what you got to work with, and that's what you got to live with. Oh, down here, Sweepy has managed to sweep out all the magma. I mean, yeah, good for them. That's actually really impressive. Now we can tap into that oil reserve and start getting into petroleum. Of course, when it comes to the rocket, there's a small bit of a problem here. The small problem is, how do I get people in and out of here? Because it's turned out to be very annoying. I can't get them in and out through here because they don't have atmo suits set up. So I was going to set up an atmo suit dock, but you know what? I've come up with a new method. Instead, dupes exit out here, go across up here, walk all the way across the top, and come down in this way. Is it efficient? No. But considering how far my dupes normally have to walk to get to the rockets, this might actually be the most efficient rocket setup I've had. The only downside is occasionally this entire area up here gets rained upon by meteors and turns it into a sort of an unlivable hellscape. But a minor price to pay for the space we're saving. Now, next up, what I want to do is take this rocket silo here and make it deeper. I think we're going to stick with one rocket for a while. I had plans to put in a second one here, but yeah, that's not going to happen anytime soon. So what I want to do is move all of this magma out of here, dump it into a centralized tank, and hopefully that will give us enough space to extend this rocket silo down. At the same time, we then have to tap into this oil reservoir and start getting our hands on some petroleum so we can start switching over to petroleum rockets. Also, what we're going to want to do is get all of our algae that's around the map and dump it in here. The reason being, algae, when it comes down to it, is, well, it'll turn into dirt once it hits a hot enough temperature. The problem is, I don't really want to dump it into magma, or it will incinerate, turn into dirt, then immediately turn into sand, and then immediately probably melt into glass, or get close enough. Best bet is we stick it in here in the rocket silo. After enough rocket launches and landings, it will probably heat up and turn into dirt, in which case we'll have enough dirt to finish off our research. Research-wise, we are almost there. Where are we? Ah, yes, down here. We finished out solid fuel combustion, solid cargo. Now we're just on hydrocarbon combustion. We don't have enough space science for that yet, but soon we will. And once we do, we can get ourselves into petroleum. But no, first up, I want to take all of this magma and move it into the center, which means we're going to have to chop off all the top of this here. Oh, before I get on with that, a couple of things. I'm putting in bunker tiles in here at the bottom. A meteor shower got in here and... yeah, the damage it did down here made me realize, yes, I probably want to brick all this in now. Just in case any of them smash down here and let gas into our nicely sealed area down here. At the same time, our ethanol distillery, which is producing us so much dirt, we have an awful lot of dirt. It's amazing. Hey, why are those not active? Guys, get on that. I would like to see a higher priority on our dirt production. We need an awful lot more of that going on. Once that's going on... Oh, yes, yep. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Yes, ethanol. We've maxed out on ethanol, so I'm going to need to put ourselves in a petroleum generator, which I think I'm going to stick up here somewhere so that the water falls down here. I have a very, very bad ghetto setup down here, where the polluted water from our natural gas is getting recycled via this. At the same time, since this is going to take a while to take care of, I know there's a lot going on at the same time, but since that's going to take so long to take care of, I thought I would queue up an awful lot of metals to get them out of the way with. We'll get all our wolframite done, 10 tons of gold, and I also queued up 10 tons of iron, which has already been completed, actually. So get all of that out of the way so we get all our metal refinement, because this here has to go. We need to start ripping out the whole core of this base so that we can replace it with proper resources. And to do that, we're going to need viscogel locks so we can do proper small liquid locks instead of having to do these giant ones. We're also going to need some thermium so that we can start tapping into some things like that hydrogen vent over there and having things that can survive 900-degree temperatures. I want to start recycling some of the steam from these rockets. Oh, is that rocket fueled? I believe that rocket is ready to go. Perfect. Currently, it is just doing missions back and forth to these planets. We've knocked out this one, which has niobium and abyssalite, which, yeah, we don't care. This one, however, only has niobium, which is fine. We will take that, and we're going to launch a mission there just to get, hopefully, some more science points. Oh, nope, don't hit anyone. That's fine. So, next up, yeah, petroleum generator right here. All right, this monstrosity is where we're putting our petroleum generator with some liquid mesh tiles under it, so it's going to drop down, right? Yeah, I'm going to need to tidy this up, aren't I? This is going to be a glorious mess, but I need some way of capturing that liquid. So, I could move the coal generators. You know what? Let me think about this for a second. I want to catch the water from this petroleum generator and this natural gas generator in a single tile and then dump it somewhere. And this unwholesome mess is my solution to the problem. We're going to stick a mini liquid pump down here. All the water falls down here, which doesn't interfere with that transformer. And then this liquid pump here sucks it up. So let's enable the petroleum generator. And that should be the polluted water from that system dumped into the main line. Yep, that is not pretty at all. In fact, that is the ugliest thing I have made in so long. But it works. And if it works, but it's stupid, it still works. So no one cares. Anyway, yes, with all of that done, let's close this up here. I don't think anyone needs to get back in here, do they? Oh, wait, no, we'll do a minor bit of cleaning first. And I also have to get rid of all of our algae. I need to find all our algae and sweep it in here. This whole thing, yeah, lots of algae. With all the algae moved there, eventually that will heat up and turn into dirt, maybe. But by then we probably won't need it. But who cares? We will lock the doors up there. Actually, where is our rocket at the moment? Oh, you know what? Let's leave it open. The rocket's going to be back shortly, and if the doors are closed when it comes back, those doors will get shredded. We have to manually open and close them. It's a strange feeling playing this map. Oh, great. I left a whole bunch of algae up there. That, yeah, we'll sweep it down there. It'll be fine. Over here, we need to tighten up this tank. I'm thinking probably under here. Maybe here. We will install our liquid tank here. We're going to make it several tiles high. You know what? We'll put one right there to start. The one good thing about this system is as we slowly siphon out the magma and it goes through here, it gets turned into igneous rock. There's no igneous rock on this map by default, so the only way you get it is from magma, and we have 63 tons of the stuff. Also bear in mind, I've been using igneous rock to line the rocket silo, so this has been quite useful. Slowly but surely siphoning this out, this has acted as a giant tank of power. This has provided us with 90% of our power needs for quite a long time now. Yeah, tapping into magma slowly but steadily makes for a nice bonus. Yeah, I'm going to skim off the top here. We're going to get rid of all of this, and we're going to enlarge this in a whole tank up an extra tile just so that we can we're going to have this layer up here be where we put all our bottle emptiers, and we're going to have a 4-tile high tank of magma. All of these ladders will end up melting, but what can you do? The only thing I'm worried about is when I deconstruct these granite tiles, they're going to fall down, and yeah, they're immediately going to start melting. And if they turn into magma, they might blob things up. I'm not sure exactly what. Go on, grab them out of there. If we can get them out there fast enough, they shouldn't convert. What are you at? Yeah, that's probably okay. Hey, who's getting scalded? What? How? How did you manage it? Stop. Don't stand around there. I take it it's near space, so what's happening is, yeah, they're standing beside the airlock, which is right beside all of this regolith. We've got about 600 or 700 tons of regolith over there, at least. We'll send Mando over to the hospital bed. Muppets. Anyway, where were we? Yes, that was it. We were going to fill this in down here. I think we can scrape out the last of this and move the whole tank over. This glorious looking mess is how we're going to do our power for a while. And hopefully turn the last of this magma into igneous rock and power. Though I got a bit lax there for a while. I forgot to turn this back on. But we're almost got the power running again. What are we up to? 160. I'll give that another couple of bottles and then we'll turn that off. Over here, though, we are bricking this in. That way, once that's bricked in, we'll have this whole tank here. We'll put in some bottle emptiers. Say, grab some plumbing here. Yeah, we can put in a bottle emptier there. Another one over there. Perfect. Perfect. Actually, we'll keep most of them over here this side. This side of the tank seems to be the emptiest bit. Then all we need is a few... Yeah, we need a few of these over here to pick up all the magma. You know what? Let's not mess about. Let's just go all out. Oh, we probably want to get rid of some more of this as well. There we go. That means we can just... Well, we don't have to use Sweepy. Oh, that reminds me. There's nothing left for Sweepy to do over here, unfortunately. So, sorry, Sweepy. Bye-bye now. It's kind of sad to look at it pop, so let's not. Yeah, we'll complete this over here anyway, and we should be able to move all this out of here and then extend the rocket silo down. Oh, when you're placing these, you don't have to have free space beneath them when you start. The moment you remove the free space, these things will extend down, though I think they're going to have to get into the magma to get those, are they? Yeah, they'll only get a tiny little bit scorcho, it's fine. Perfect. All of that done. I think we can start moving all the magma over here. Let's get this party started. This is what our little movement of magma from one side to the other looks like. I still find it hilarious that pitcher pumps can just move stuff around the place. The only reason I made them out of ceramic is so that if I do have to deconstruct them and they fall down, they probably won't melt quite as quickly as anything else. As in granite or sedimentary rock will have a tendency to turn into more magma, which I would rather avoid right now. However, the current problem is I need to get everyone off the top again. I was trying to dig out this area, but yeah, quick, just go home. Everyone go home. We'll cancel all of the orders that are up here so everyone can get back inside, and then we can close the doors until this... Ah, God damn it. Let's make that a level 9. We're going to need everyone up here immediately, like right now. Come on. Oh, great. Yeah, this is one of the downsides of this map. Okay, come on. Everyone go home. Yeah, don't stand around. Just go home. Yeah, perfect. There we go. I'm always worried they're just going to stop and have a bit of a wave and a chat while they're up there. Oh, yeah, I just got entombed. Anyway, down here, yeah, we're still going to move this all across. Then we can extend this rocket chimney down, and then we can finally start doing petroleum rockets. Well, we'll also have to do this, but that should hopefully not be too painful. Hopefully. I mean, by this, I mean the oil reservoir. Yeah, we're going to have to tap into that and not letting the natural gas escape. Okay, the magma moving has gone quite well. Unfortunately, I accidentally left the doors closed when the rocket returned, so yeah, we're going to have an enormous repair bill from this, but, you know... Yeah, no, I've actually got no good things to say about that. That's just going to be a pain. We're going to have to dig up through here again all the way across, replace the bunker doors, and hopefully repair this whole thing up before the next meteor shower comes in. Yeah. Let's hope we can enlarge this bunker sooner rather than later. I'd really like to start going to the further planets. And next up, we need to start planning how we're going to handle this oil well. Once we get this oil well tapped and we can start getting into petroleum rockets, that will be a bonus. Oh, actually, wait. Yeah, research. We still need to finish off the research of hydrocarbon combustion. Oh, and we're out of dirt. Damn it. I need to disable this building again. I had about 2 tons of dirt. Still was not enough to finish off that research. This has been a lifesaver. This ethanol distillery. The amount of dirt it produces is actually, like, a lot. It produces far more dirt than pips. That was one of the questions, was why didn't I run pips? I mean, pips produce about 20 kilos of dirt per cycle. Where is it? Give me... No, that's a Dreco. Pip. Yeah, they eat arbor trees, and dirt-wise, they 20 kilos per cycle. That's assuming, though, that they're groomed and have enough space. Each one of them requires 12 tiles of space. This, however, produces 333.3 grams of polluted dirt per second. That is 200 kilos of dirt, which is the same as 10 pips. But each pip requires 12 tiles of space, so I need to have 100 tiles of space and groom 10 pips just to get the same amount of dirt as this one ethanol distillery and 2 trees are giving me. Yeah, I'm going to take the ethanol distillery. Much more compact, much more easy to use. And how is our mess looking? Great. Yeah, we'll open the doors back up again. We'll get back out there and hopefully we can go over and repair our rocket silo. Ugh, what a mess. Ugh, as well as that, all of the carbon dioxide gets in here, which, yeah, would not... Oh, come on. Seriously? It's raining already? Okay. We'll come back later. Will I let that bunker door finish? You know what? I'm going to let one of the bunker doors finish. You, though, need to get out of there. We'll get you to move back here. Why can't you get out? What? Go up there first. Go up there. And then we're going to need to make some emergency dig commands over here. No. Never mind. Ow. Guys, please, just dig your way out of here. Come on. All of you, out of here. We are going to... Yep, that you can't get back anyway, so just go home quickly. Wow, that was... You keep getting hit. How? It's like you're magnets for freaking meteors. Okay, we'll close the doors. We'll go back out once that's finished. Yeah, I think our rocket's going to end up very messy. With all of that done, yeah, we've almost got all the magma moved. The magma slowly went up here, and all of the ladder tiles that were in here eventually melted. Now that they're all melted, we've got a full tank. That worked out beautifully. I'm actually kind of surprised it worked out that well. Now all we got to do is put in a door system to, a one-way door system afterwards so that we can get this back to normal for allowing magma in and out of our little power section. Which reminds me, I should dump in some more there. We're starting to run a little bit low on temperature. Oh, well, that's interesting. We're getting regolith popping out the other side. That's not good. The reason that's not good is it's hot regolith. We need that not there. Yeah, let's get that out of there immediately before things start to break even more. Oh, and more scaldings. Oh, thank you, game. Thank you so much. All right. This, one thing at a time. One thing at a time. We'll finish this off, then we'll fix our rockets. Almost done down here. You know what? We'll put some obsidian right there. Then we can squish that magma down, and that will put it over that side. I think we're almost good to go. Over here, I'm just going to build across. Oh, what happened? Did that? Yeah, that'll work just fine. Once the doors are open, we can let people in there and they can just start repairing all of this damage. Also, we can dig out all of this. Oh my god, it's such a mess. Would you look at how clean it is? All repaired, all ready to go. We've almost even fueled it up for another trip out. Yes, once this will be the last trip for this rocket, then we're going to extend this silo the whole way down, and we might even, next launch, I think we're going to be including one of the solid fuel thrusters. That way we can go to the next stack of planets, as in one of these, and hammer out enough research to hopefully, well, to definitely get us into hydrocarbon combustion. At the same time, we have managed to get our hands on 675 kilos of dirt between all of our composts. We are running 4 composts and combine. Well, I think it takes 3.3 composts to keep up with this. And then we've got 2 water sieves working almost flat out, keeping this polluted water vent going. But yeah, that worked out okay. Now I just have to figure out a way of automating turning on and off this bottle emptier so that this stays at the correct temperature. Now, I could put a door under here and open and close the door depending on whether or not we want magma going into the bottle emptier. However, if we do that, we end up with that horrible problem where they're running towards it with a bottle of magma. Then this door opens and then they drop the bottle of magma they're carrying, and I'd prefer to avoid that. I want to try and get in a door system, something like this, but I also have to figure out how I'm going to fit in the oil reservoir all in this teeny little space. I'm going to need to think about this really hard for a few minutes. And this is the sort of solution I've come up with. The oil well will go in here. It's going to spew oil out on the ground, which will go up to here until the pressure goes above 500 kilos. So we should have 500 kilos of oil, crude oil, all the way up to here. At which point this pump will activate. And who's getting scalded? Stop that. Guys, really, you just want to stand around there, the hottest place in the whole base. Just why do you constantly do that to me? Yep, go ahead. Go. Anyway, then that'll be filled with crude oil up to about 500 kilos here. Then once it goes above that point, this liquid pump will activate and we'll pump that off into... yes, well, we're going to have to put in petroleum refinement somewhere. But once that's done, we'll worry about that in a minute. Then the natural gas that this gives off, because you do have to vent this, it will fill up. And once it's full up with natural gas, you vent it into this area here. So it should get trapped in this area and not get out into the rest of this bottom area of the map. At which point we will pump that up to our natural gas and burn it off in our natural gas generators. And that should make sure that we don't have any problems. At the same time, everyone can hop across the top to get magma, and then... no, when they're coming back, they could potentially drop the magma here, which would fall down into this oil and cause a horrible flash. So let's... yes, we will put that there. Boom, that way, if they drop the magma, it can drop here, that's fine. If a bottle of the magma drops there, that's fine. We just don't want the magma dropping down in here. If it drops into our crude oil, we'll end up with a sour gas problem, which would be bad. Okay, I think that works quite well. For the actual one-way door system, you see we've got this set up here. If the temperature in here is above 170 or below 170, this door opens after it goes through a filter gate, 15-second delay. That allows someone to go in and grab the magma. I'm currently got them sweeping. They drop it in there. Once this gets too warm, though, it closes that door. And if they're trapped on the other side, this one-way door allows them to escape out if they do get trapped inside. Nice. Okay, well, that's that taken care of. Sort of. We now need to put together something to convert our crude oil into petroleum that we can then fuel into a petroleum rocket. Oh, where is our rocket? 81%. You know, I'm going to open the doors now, just in case it comes back and shatters the doors and I don't notice it. And we can close that door as well, I think. Yeah, there's nothing else that needs doing on that side. Actually, yeah, once that rocket comes back, we will extend this rocket silo all the way down. And crude oil. Oh, overheat damage already. I made the liquid pump out of iron ore. Well, oops. What did I make the gas pump out of? Steel. Perfect. liquid pump in place. That is slowly building up pressure. I need that to get to here to make sure that no natural gas can escape. But somehow we've got sour gas that's already escaped. I think the pressure is low enough that it's not going to cause us a problem. There's only milligrams, so there shouldn't be any temperature transfer. Yeah, like the bottle emptier is not changing in temperature. The doors not really changing in temperature either. I think we're safe. There's so little that it shouldn't cause us a problem. But that gas pump will slowly but surely suck it all out of there. Maybe I should install some more. Nope. We'll leave it as it is. Eventually, that problem will solve itself. I just got to make sure that the oil gets up to the correct level. I need that oil to go all the way up to, well, at least the second layer. Because once the oil gets up to the second layer here, it'll force all the gas out of the way, and that'll make sure all the natural gas stays in there. We don't want that natural gas escaping. I should probably... Now think about it. I should put in the gas pipe exit for that now so we can start sucking out all the sour gas. We've got 2 gas pumps down here. We might as well take advantage of them. And we also have to put in... Oh, well, my brain is fried from this game. The problem is we need to put in an oil refinery. The downside of an oil refinery is, one, it's 4 tiles high. So let's see. Yeah, it's 4 tiles high. At the same time, it gives off natural gas. And the natural gas is at about 70 C. So if we put it down and just leave it out in the open, it's going to cook anyone using it. So we need to use atmo suits. But yeah, the only places that got atmo suits are down here and out here. So there's no space. I suppose if I let the natural gas just float off into space and don't try and collect it at first, that might be an idea. But even then, we don't have enough space up here to do that. Yes, more thinking is required. That seems to be the current theme of this map. Thinking a lot. There was something pointed out to me in the last game. It was to do with when we did a good printing. We printed out some dirt, and the moment we printed out that dirt, there was some nearby hatches that took shameless advantage of that. So right now, we're going to make sure those hatches don't take any more of our dirt. Let's see if they try eating each other before... Nope. Perfect timing, perfect timing. Now we can take that dirt safely from the gateway and add that to our science collection. You know what? We will enable that building again. Right now we have how much dirt? We've got 2 tons of dirt. That should be more than enough to hammer out the last of the research on hydrocarbon combustion. Well, excluding the interstellar research. That, though, we can get back from our space rocket after its next launch. Ooh, and it made it back. You know what? We will... You know, I'll leave those doors open. We've got to expand this on, don't we? Yeah, we're going to get one more launch with the solid fuel thruster, and then after that we'll decommission this sucker. So let's finish this off, shall we? This is the having to go across the top is really killing me. Every time there's a meteor shower, it becomes, well, a little bit dicey to make sure everyone gets back okay. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to install atmosuit docks attached to the bedroom. We're going to have everyone coming out and straight into atmosuit docks, but it's going to be a temporary solution as well. We've nowhere to we can't really move the bedrooms over here. What I'd like to do is rip this whole system out, but I don't want to do that until we get our hands on supercoolant, and we can't do that until our rocket system is done. So, yes, this area over here is about to get a bit of an overhaul. First off, all the chlorine is moved down to this tank out of the way. This power transformer is no longer necessary. We've got to replace... Oh, what did I just delete there? You know what? Let's just... I don't know what it was, but this power transformer is no longer needed. There is a replacement power transformer below it that has taken up the slack. I've also moved an electrolyzer so we can get rid of all of that. There. Done. We're going to have to move this liquid tank down a little bit so we can get this out of the way. There, liquid tank down a notch. Now we can start installing some atmosuit ducts in here. I think what we're going to have is this is a one-way bedroom where everyone's going to exit this way. It's not going to be the most efficient method, but or maybe we could reverse it. Oh no, we've got the toilets back here. Actually, maybe there's a better way. Okay, so that will be the new bedrooms, these ones here. That means we can use this area over here to throw in some atmosuit ducts. And we can reboot the oxygen from there and there to fill the atmosuit ducts. It'll take a few cycles, of course. It's 200 kilos per duct. But I think we're golden. If we do this just right, we don't have to worry about our dupes getting scalded again, and we can run into that rocket silo straight away. It's going to take a while for those to fill. What I've done is I've hooked them up to the overflow on the other atmosuit ducts we have lying about the place. So if those atmosuit ducts are full, the excess oxygen will be dumped into these. I'll probably have to install a third gas pump because there is 12 ducts. We'll need 2 gas pumps per 10 ducts. And the extra 2, well, we'll throw in a third. Why not? Just to make sure that they stay fully stocked, especially once we're going to have everyone in them all day long. We'll definitely need that to happen. This will also mean you won't have to worry about heat too much. Well, barring over here, which is already pretty cool, barring this area, we can keep everything nice and warm. We won't have to care. Which means, yeah, rocket maintenance will be a lot simpler. Which reminds me, while that's going on, let's get on with some rocket maintenance, shall we? This needs to be extended. While I was doing that, I was filling up all of these, but I accidentally drained so much oxygen into the surrounding area. I think I'm going to suffocate my dupes if I don't stop. I noticed because the hydrogen cloud was getting out of control, and when I checked the gas pressures, yeah, everything had dropped quite low. That should be, 1.5 kilos of pressure everywhere. Yeah, and my carbon dioxide is now flapping everywhere. Okay, yeah, I think we'll give this a minute or two to stabilize, and then we'll go back in. Actually, I should probably dump a bunch of this in. That might be an idea. Oh no, there's a lot of polluted oxygen in there. Nope. We'll go with the electrolyte stuff. It's fine. We've almost got them filled. Once these are filled, we won't really have to care about pressurizing the base too much anymore after that. Well, all this has been going on slowly but surely. There's this solid fuel thruster. Oh, about time we've got the second rocket up and running. This one, I had to delete the entire old one because I was off by one tile. And because I was off by one tile, I couldn't line it up with the old rocket, so... Yep, oh well. Over here, these are almost filled up. We've just got 2 more docks to go. I've only left 1 gas pump filling them for now, just so we don't accidentally suffocate all our dupes. And, printing pod, that was it. We've got a very, very nice looking dupe here. Twinkle toes for the increased movement speed. That's +3 movement, and that +3 movement is on top of anything. So even if you max out their athletics at 20, they'll get a +3 on top of that, so they'll be 23. Quick learner, so +3 science, which is also maxed out on top of everything else. And night owl, so a +3 bonus to all attributes during the night. And the only downside they have is a small bladder, which I believe is bugged and doesn't do anything anyway, so... Yeah, and a bonus to researching, so they'll get a plus from all the researching traits, and we're definitely probably going to put them into researching. So say hello to Fennec, our newest recruit, our 10th and final recruit, I think. I don't think we'll be getting any more after this. That's 10. We've got 10 beds. We have 10 dining tables? Please tell me we have 10 dining tables. I really don't want to have to extend that out. Yep, 10 dining tables, exactly. Okay, I think this is going well. Once we get in this, the 5 research modules, we'll send that off to the second set of planets, and we can finally get petroleum going. As you'll notice up down here, this is all filled up. Nothing horrific happened. I'm frankly surprised. We're still trying to vacuum out all the tiny amount of sour gas that escaped. I think what happened was that ladder segment that was there was boiling hot. It had touched magma, and that's what caused some of the crude oil to flash to sour gas. But thankfully, it wasn't too much, and we seem to be fairly safe. Oh. And I'm going to finish this before the next meteor shower comes in. I actually got it finished before the meteor shower came in. We have this fueled up with 100 kilos of iron, or 400 kilos of iron, 400 kilos of oxalate. Last I heard, this was bugged, and you never needed to refill it again, but I tried to avoid bugs if at all possible, so we'll only be using this twice. Once for this planet and once for this. I figure, why not do both of them before we switch to petroleum? Probably because I'm not going to have time anyway. Well, yeah, by the time I get the petroleum up and running, this rocket will be back. There's 2 planets to choose from. This one only has 1 available resource. This has 2, and I really want to get my hands on some isoresin so we can start doing liquid locks, proper liquid locks. And that looks... Yeah, that's a pretty awesome rocket. I will admit, the solid fuel thrusters do look way more cool than the steam ones. Yeah. Okay, that's that gone. Though. That also gives off carbon dioxide. Well, that can be closed. We have no need of that anymore. And how is our algae looking down here? We don't need the dirt anymore, but yeah, it's slowly but surely getting to cooking stage. What does it need to get up to? Nope. Melting point, 125C. Once it's 125C, we'll end up with dirt. Let me sweep this up as well, and then I'm thinking we're about to activate the atmosuit docks. Oop. We've just about got them all pressurized. You know what? Let's do it now. How many suits do we have? We have 11 available atmosuits. Yeah, I'm thinking it's time to fill them all up. Nice. That should mean that the moment everyone leaves after the next night shift... Oh, which reminds me, I should probably check scheduling. Oh, wow. I have 4 people on the same schedule. Yeah, I need to fix the scheduling, like, right now. We only have 1 toilet. All right, much better. I moved all the schedules around. There's only 1 dupe on each schedule, so 10 different schedules. That should suit us better with our 1 toilet and sink setup. Okay, next. That's that done. Once everyone's in and out, though, I'm going to have to start decommissioning these. In fact, I may have to... You know what? Let's immediately stop everyone from going in here. I don't want anyone going in here until it's done. Otherwise, they'll start dropping suits on the ground and things are going to start getting complicated. And the same, I think, on this side. Yeah, disable both those doors. Another thing I'm going to want to do to be extra paranoid is to make sure that only the duplicants that sleep in here are allowed in here. And then copy paste that down here and then completely reverse it. It's just I don't want Duplicants who aren't supposed to be in here, just wandering in, picking up a suit, and then messing up the whole system, which they're wont to do. They'll find ways to break things if you're not careful. So the best thing to do is preemptively stop them from breaking the things they're going to want to break. There and there. Boom. Okay, that should mean only the right dupes go into the right places. Oh, wait. I probably should do that in the doors up front, shouldn't I? Yeah, that would make more sense, wouldn't it? Okay, we'll do it on the doors up the front. From what I can tell, it seems to be working, though I think this one is... Oh, yeah, this one is definitely short an atmo suit. There's two dupes waiting there in one atmo suit. I think one of them got dropped off down here due to a mess-up on my part, but... By and large, yeah, they're now going in and out, and everywhere they're all in atmo suits, so I can open these doors again and allow them in and out. A little bit of carbon dioxide and stuff is going to escape out of here, and a lot of heat, like an awful lot of heat, but it's okay. We have a cooling loop down here, so nothing is melting too badly. Yes. Oh, and I replaced all the piping here with ceramic. I realized what was the point of going to all the trouble of getting all that ceramic if we weren't going to use it. Okay, I think we can call that a day. We've got a new duplicant on our side. We've also got a rocket headed out to the second ring. We only have access to niobium here, which the moment we get petroleum rockets, we're going to grab some niobium. And then we're also going to grab some isoresin if we can hopefully find it on one of these two planets. I really hope we can find isoresin on one of these two. If we've got to go out further, yeah, it's going to get really expensive. We only have one rocket silo for now, and I'd prefer to... We can't really upgrade to a second rocket silo until we can compress all of this down into, well, we need to compress it all down into an area about this size. So everything we currently have has to be compressed into this area. Well, excluding the rockets, of course. That's going to be interesting. Though this liquid tank of magma has been the saving grace to this entire playthrough. It has provided us with absolutely huge amounts of power, and it's been spitting us out a whole bunch of igneous rock that I have just been using to build stuff with because, yeah, it's sort of a... Well, not quite replenishable resource, but it keeps accumulating. You just look away for a while and suddenly you've got a few more tons of this stuff. Speaking of which, dirt-wise, we're up to 3.8 tons. Though once we've knocked out all the research, where is it? Yeah, once we've knocked out hydrocarbon and, well, these last 3 sets of researchers, or last 4, once that's all done, we're going to stop with dirt. We won't need it for anything else anymore. Anyway, we'll cut this all out there. I hope you enjoyed, and good luck.